Next is Mr. Gao Lei, which is the General Manager of CGCOC in Ethiopia, Managing Director of CGCOC East Africa, Assistant President of CGCOC Group, and President of the Ethiopian Chinese Chamber of Investment, Vice President of the Ethiopian Chinese Chamber of Commerce since 2014. You can see that Mr. Gao is really deeply involved in the activity, especially in Ethiopia, where he first came in 2006 as an engineer and project manager. He was then appointed as the manager of the operation department, then deputy general manager of CGCOC in Ethiopia, and then general manager. In 2014, he was assigned as managing director of the whole CGCOC Eastern Africa region and assistant president of CGCOC Group. I think he holds very important and pertinent responsibilities, and he holds a Bachelor of Degree in Engineering from Sichuan University in China and a Master's degree in Environmental Engineering from the University of Melbourne in Australia.
I'm from a Chinese state-owned company. Our business, I can say 90% in Africa. My mother company has more than 30 years experience in this continent. So I can say we were born in Africa and we have grown up together with this continent. Our company has been dedicated ourselves to build up a platform for China and Africa cooperation and to become the loyal and reliable partner of the country. So in my presentation, I may mention a lot of Chinese elements which may give you something different. We entered this market in Ethiopia since 2003, and our business covers from infrastructure construction to renewable energy, from real estate investment to industry investment, from trading to logistics. With the development of the global value chain transformation from Asia to Africa, we know that the cooperation between China and Africa has been through three phases. The first phase is trading cooperation, and the second phase was the infrastructure cooperation. And now we are coming to the third phase, which is an upgraded phase, which is capacity cooperation, or in the other word, it's industrialization and agriculture modernization. So in 2005, we expanded our business from traditional construction sector to industrialization and agriculture sector. We believe that in the process of industrialization in this country, the business company, together with the government, should be playing more and more important roles. For example, in Nigeria, we've been working together with the Nigerian government since 2005 in agriculture sector. By introducing more advanced technology to that country, the paddy rice output is 50% more than before. And currently, 30% of the paddy rice or original seed are supplied by our company. So CGCOC, we are not a professional agriculture company, but we know exactly what this continent demands and what the drawbacks in this continent. And we also know that there are three concerns from Ethiopian government to Chinese government in agriculture sector, which are to promote more advanced technology to this country, to increase more agricultural investment in this country, and to promote more agriculture product export to China. So based on these three concerns, we've been working closely with Ethiopian government in many areas in agriculture sector. We all know that there are plenty of livestock resources in Ethiopia, which ranks the first in Africa and 10th in the world. Those are most valuable trader in this country. But the ratio of usage and the value added are both very low. In the process of industrialization in this country, we believe that not only attracting more and more light industry manufacturers to this country, but also we should make utmost use of the large domestic consuming market to focus on the large natural resources and to make use of the large amount of labor force in this country to promote the agriculture modernization pioneered industry. So based on this mechanism, under the instruction of Ethiopian government, CGCOC has planned a livestock agro-processing industry park. The total area will be around 172 hectares, and the initial investment will be around $200 million, which will introduce more than $300 million investment inside the park. And the pillar industry of this livestock industry park will be including feeding material production and processing, slaughtering, meat processing, dairy processing, veterinary and vaccine medicine, bone and blood powder, leather and byproducts processing. So we are aiming to achieve and break through in 3 targets. The number 1 is agriculture transformation and upgrading. We thought inside the park, it is not only to bring and attract some individual agricultural investors and to produce, to storage, to packing, and to export. That is not what the park should do. What the park should do is to establish the foundation of the agriculture for this country, to introduce the whole value chain, the whole cluster inside the park, where each element of the whole cluster should be seen inside the park. And in the future, it will become a demonstration of the whole nation, and it will be expanded to the other area of the country. And inside the park, we have signed an agreement with one of the anchor investors in China, which is the best poultry production company. They will bring the whole production chain inside the park, from the feeding material processing to incubation and to commercial processing. So we have the same plan for livestock or the red meat sector inside the park. Secondly, the park should be promoting in job creation and income increment. We are going to provide 4 services and 2 guarantees for the investors who is going to invest inside the park. The 4 services is including to provide the feeding material, to provide the veterinary medicine, to provide initial investment capital, and to provide advanced technology. The 2 guarantees means to guarantee the price and the quantity of collection from the farmers. So which means we will introduce the company plus farmers modality inside the park. Number 3 is, for the purpose of development, we want to focus on the deep processing of high-value additional agro-products to boost export and accumulate foreign currency from the park. So in order to achieve the above targets, CGCOC has formed a close working mechanism with the Ministry of Industry, with the Ministry of Livestock and Fishery, and the Ministry of Agriculture in Ethiopia. We have facilitated the visit of China Quarantine and Inspection Bureau experts to Ethiopia regarding the inspection and quarantine system upgrade for the country. And we have also invited the topics agricultural professionalists and experts under the Ministry of Agriculture of China, and as well as international renowned consulting firms to come to Ethiopia to conduct a general planning of the agro-processing industry park. We are also consulting on the application of Chinese foreign aid support for the park's inspection and quarantine center. In addition to this, we plan to invite Chinese and international capital to jointly develop this agro-processing industry park together with CGCOC. So far, several competent companies have entered park residence memorandum of understanding with our company. Also, we wish that we can strengthen the cooperation with the Ethiopian government and UNIDO in the future to combine our efforts and create synergy in aligning the agro-processing parks across the country. Last but not the least, I want to thank the organizing committee for nominating CGCOC as a panelist, and I'd like to take this opportunity to invite the entrepreneurs here today to join us together in the course of agricultural modernization of Ethiopia. Thank you very much.